Hello, my name is Chris and I will look at the 2022 Hyundai Santa Fe plug-in hybrid. We get the all-equipped model. Pricing in Quebec, including destination without tax or rebates, range from $47,000 to this all-equipped model that tops out at $52,000. There is a more equipped model, but it is not a plug-in hybrid. This plug-in hybrid has a range of 50 kilometers. The plug-in hybrid is a standalone option at $4,600. Brilliant. The specs are the following: a 1.6 liter turbo GDI 4-cylinder engine, plus a 66.9 kilowatt electric motor, plus a 13.8 kilowatt hour lithium ion battery for a combined 260 horsepower and 258 pounds of torque. This is a basic system. During the winter, there was no heating without the engine running, which suggests the heating is like a traditional car. It uses coolant. I think that this powertrain is a no-brainer, especially with the Quebec rebate. Hyundai reassures with a 5-year, 100,000 kilometer bumper-to-bumper warranty and a 8-year, 160 kilometer warranty for the electric powertrain. Reassuring. The 120 volt or regular wall socket recharge time is 10.6 hours and 3.4 hours when you have the 240 volt outlet. This vehicle delivers 7.2 liters per 100 kilometers on the highway and the city, which is pretty good. I tried this in the winter. The all-wheel drive system was welcome. Very good Hyundai. The Santa Fe is practical, there's room in the trunk, plenty of room in the second row, and sitting in the front is a spacious and relatively quiet experience. It seems like the Santa Fe has been around for a long time, except I seem to remember it feeling a bit cheaper and louder on the highway in the past. It's hard to remember precisely. Usually, Hyundais come with full equipment, but there's missing some premium sound and the infotainment is a little bit less sophisticated, but a far simpler variant. This is where Hyundai cut costs, but you get everything else. Big moonroof, digital dash, soft touch dash, wireless charging pad, wireless Apple CarPlay and Auto, cooled front seats and heated rear seats. Speaking of front seats, they are sufficiently comfortable. The power is very good in city driving and is sufficient on the highway, but don't expect RAV4 plug-in performance. I like the range of this vehicle for the city dweller who has access to a wall outlet for overnight charging. The plug-in hybrid is convenient and an anxiety-free ownership experience. Here are my thoughts on the road. Hello car lovers, driving the 2022 Hyundai Santa Fe. This is the plug-in hybrid with about 50 kilometers of range or 30 miles. What to say about this vehicle? Well, on the outside, it is very conservative, and I will leave it at that. On the inside, pretty good, I'd say. In Quebec, where I live in this province, for those of you who live outside of Canada, there's the province and there's the country. Both governments offer rebates depending on the size of the battery. This is a smaller battery, so you get $4,000 from the province and $2,500 from the country. So when you apply the rebates, this crossover goes for slightly over $45,000 plus tax, which is pretty darn good. In the summer, in the fall, in the spring, you're going to get a lot of range. You might do a good part, if not all of your daily routine on electric only if you plug in every night, which is a substantial savings, especially with vehicles of this format. I mean, when you're driving in the city, you're going to be doing 15, 16, 17 liters per 100 kilometers. Well, if you're doing on battery, you're going to be doing about 0 liters per 100 kilometers until your battery runs out, which is pretty good. All right, on a 5-day work week, that's potentially 250 kilometers of city driving. The times of getting taxed with interior cheapness for the alternate propulsion system, that's not the case with this Hyundai. This is a very high quality interior. Soft touch material here, soft touch material here, nice steering wheel, nice leather seats. There's a good insulation on the highway. It's very quiet. I mean, this is good stuff. It rides as well as the gas-powered version, so that's reassuring. You get the simplified infotainment with Hyundai. The more simple and ugly their infotainments are, the easier they are to use. You've got nice buttons here for the climate control. You have a digital dash, which is easy to read. You have this giant panoramic sunroof. You have decent power, I'd say. In the city, you have good power because of the electric motor. On the highway, it's more average. And it's a soft suspension. Isolated driving experience. It's very good. This is very good. And I can easily see somebody doing the daily grind in this vehicle, no problem. I was talking to Ross on the highway,
We could talk, we could speak to each other easily, and I think you could speak to rear passengers no problemo. So this is pretty good. And this is what you want from a plug-in hybrid, right? You want enough range to accomplish your daily routine, and when you get out of your daily routine and you do longer trips, you go on the gas engine, right? And so I think the sweet spot for plug-in hybrids is 70 to 80 kilometers. Ross thinks it's about 100. I'm not going to argue with him. He's usually right about these things, especially when you consider in Canada our winters. And it seems to me the future in terms of a small battery that gets your daily grind done, and then you can fall back on the gas engine when you go outside of your daily routine. This seems to be a very logical approach in terms of the alternate propulsion system, right? Because the battery cars are full battery. When you get something with decent range, they're just too expensive, I think. So pretty good on that level. And those are my thoughts for the Hyundai Santa Fe. By the way, if you like this video, like it. If you don't like this video, don't like it. And if you really like it, well then of course you should subscribe. And that is it.